This is the big story we are tracking at this point in time. Sources are telling us that these two accused, Shyamkanu-Siddharth, who is the event organizer, and Siddharth Sharma, Zubeen Garg's manager, they are likely to be arrested soon. Now, we are getting reports that Zubeen Garg's one of the main accused, Shyamkanu-Siddharth, who had organized this Northeast Festival in Singapore, is believed to be still in Singapore, and he may be arrested in Singapore itself sooner than later. That's what we are getting to know right now from our sources who are keeping track of the developments. And in any case, tomorrow, a police team, Assam police team, including an SP and an additional SP, are expected to arrive. They are supposed to arrive in Singapore tomorrow, in any case. And this morning, an indication was given by Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, who tweeted about an agreement in place between India and Singapore, in accordance with which any accused wanted in connection with a case in India can be actually detained and arrested in Singapore and then handed over to authorities in India and deported from Singapore. So there is already an existing mechanism between the two countries, that is India and Singapore, and India is trying to take a recourse to that existing agreement, and already they are in touch with the Indian government, is in touch with the authorities in Singapore regarding this case. So what sources are telling us that Shyamkanu-Siddharth is still in Singapore, and he may be arrested in Singapore itself and then brought back to India and then, of course, to Assam for questioning. Now, that is number one. The second point is that the Assam police and the intelligence agencies have already reported to have located the whereabouts of Siddharth Sharma, Zubeen Garg's manager. That's what we are getting to know already. There has been lookout at 3 locations in Delhi and in its vicinity, and he may also fall into the police dragnet sooner than later. In fact, the preparations have been made by the Assam police in the last couple of days to actually trap all the key accused, particularly Shyamkanu-Siddharth and Siddharth Sharma. That is when the authorities had issued a lookout notice. Now, when you issue a lookout notice and against any accused, that person cannot leave the country by any mode of transport, whether it is by land, sea, or air. Therefore, if Siddharth Sharma was in India, he had already arrived in India along with the body of Zubeen Garg on the 20th late night. And ever since he is in India, now he cannot escape the country in view of the lookout notice. So, as far as Shyamkanu-Siddharth is concerned, sources are saying that he is still in Singapore and that in accordance with an existing mechanism between the two countries, he can be arrested and detained in Singapore and then handed over to Indian authorities, who will then bring him back home to India. Now, that is the situation at this point in time. Already, the authorities have frozen the bank accounts and deactivated the credit card of Shyamkanu-Siddharth, and we are getting to learn that he is facing some kind of financial difficulties at this point in time in view of these steps taken by the authorities in Assam, that is freezing of the bank accounts and deactivation of his credit cards. So these are the major administrative measures which the authorities investigating the case have taken, and these have put the accused in a difficult situation. And it is only a matter of time now when the Siddharth Sharma and Shyamkanu-Siddharth are going to be arrested and brought back to India. So now, if Shyamkanu-Siddharth is arrested in Singapore, in that case, he may be brought to one of the airports in the country from either one of the metros where he's going to land, and then he may be brought to one of the airports, and then he may either fly into Assam or he may even drive into Assam. So we don't know all of these details, but anything is possible actually. But right now, the focus of the team, Assam police and the other authorities investigating this case is to bring the main accused into custody and carry out custodial interrogation to get into the details of the Zubeen Garg case as to whether there was negligence on the part of everybody or whether there was any foul play. Why was the singer, who is known to have a medical condition, allowed to go into the water? Why was he allowed to swim? Why was he not provided for proper security? Why was the team who had accompanied him to the sea in Lazarus Island near Singapore, why did they not anticipate that he was not well because he was visibly tired? That's what some of the questions being raised. And some of these questions have been raised in that FIR which has been lodged by Zubeen Garg's wife, Garima Shaikia Garg, his sister, Palmi Borthakur, and Zubeen Garg's uncle. And even today, Garima Shaikia Garg gave a rather very, very explosive interview to our group channel News Live, where she questioned as to why proper security was not allowed, why the event organizers did not provide him proper security and proper arrangements. Why was he allowed to go to the sea, and so on and so forth? Questions were raised on his event organizer as well as on his manager, Siddharth Sharma Amrita.